Joyeux Noël, Feliz Navidad, and Bon Natal. We are officially in the holiday season, and since this is not the holiday season any of us were planning on, we decided to talk about our all-time favorite Christmas trips.
This is the Travel Babies Podcast, a podcast on all things travel. I'm Juliana from the blog Travel with Juliana.
And I'm JQ Louise from jqlouise.com.
Each week, we will talk about important travel topics to help you make a decision on when, where, and how to explore the world in style. We love this time of year, celebrating with friends and family, but also traveling. This year is obviously a bit different, but we wanted to reminisce on some of the holiday trips we've taken in the past. JQ, what are some of your favorite trips?
I have so many trips from December and January from years past, but right now I keep thinking about Stowe, Vermont, as well as Prague. What about you, Juliana?
Well, for the past 3 years, I've been going to Paris, and it's definitely one of my favorites. This year, it's a little bit sad because I can't go.
I know, Paris is an amazing place this time of year, but the last one I really want to mention is actually Boston. We have so many things locally right here that are so much fun during Christmas time that we'll definitely talk about Boston as well.
Anyways, let's get into it. So what do you love to do in Stowe, Vermont this time of year, GQ?
Well, Vermont in general is just so great this time of year with some snow on the trees. The views are always amazing no matter where you are, but especially in Stowe, the views, you just can't beat them from the top of the mountain, but also in the town, it's super cute. We love staying at the lodge at Spruce Peak. It's ski in, ski out, and super luxurious.
That sounds so great. How did you get there from Boston?
Well, it's about a 3.5-hour drive from Boston, so definitely, it's definitely considered a road trip, I would say. But I think this time of year, that's part of the fun because, you get to enjoy all the views as you head out of the city and head up in Vermont. You drive through the mountains, and then once you arrive in Stowe, those views get even better.
Do you usually leave at night and then you spend a night there and then you get up really early and ski the next day? Or do you normally drive really early and ski that day?
So we usually leave on Friday night. We try to leave as early as we can to beat the Friday night traffic. We get in on Friday, have a nice dinner at the lodge, and then we wake up early on Saturday, ski all day, maybe hit the spa in the afternoon, enjoy some of the other amenities, and then again, wake up early on Sunday to ski again.
Yeah, to kind of get in your full amount of time there skiing. What's your favorite place to eat in Stowe?
Well, Stowe has so many great places. One of my favorites is Dock Ponds. It's kind of a cool, funky place right down the street from the mountain, but also the mountain has so many great eateries right there. One of my favorite new places on the mountain is the Whistle Pig Pavilion. It's a great après ski spot. They have cool snacks. Some of them are even grilled right there in the fireplace, like the Roquefort cheese. And they have some great drinks and cocktails as well.
That sounds so good. So besides skiing, obviously, what's the most holiday activity that you do there?
Well, really, everything is so festive. It's fun just getting all cozied up at the lodge with the hot chocolate. But also, we love to take out one of their complimentary Mercedes vehicles and go for a nice drive. That sounds so fun.
So what are the rooms like?
Well, that's another reason why I think it's a great holiday destination because all their rooms are actually suites. So you can have a 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom suite right there on the mountain. So it's perfect for families and it just makes so much sense if you want to get out of the city this time of year.
I bet the views from those are great, high up.
Yeah,
great views.
They look right out onto Spruce Peak. So every morning you can see the skiers, you see the mountain, you just wake up and
it must be so
right there.
Cozy. And then I heard that they have ice skating rinks too there.
Yeah, they have this gorgeous, huge outdoor ice skating rink. It's right in the center of all the activity. So it's a great people watching spot. And also if you want to take a break from the slopes, you can hit the rink.
It sounds so great. I really want to go skiing there. I really want to go skiing in general. It's just getting to that time of year.
I know. I'm getting the ski bug super bad right now.
Yeah. It's not that cold in Boston right now, but I'm really looking forward to the ski season, given that we can't really travel internationally as much.
I know. It'll be so great to just get outside, and I love the fresh air on these mountains.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, we all love skiing, but I think the thing that we all love more is actually Paris. And Juliana's super lucky because her boyfriend, Pierre-Luc, grew up in Paris and still has family there. So she spent the last couple of Christmases actually in Paris. So, Juliana, let's start talking about that.
Paris is amazing all times of the year, but I especially love it during the holidays. It's just so festive, so magical. As you said, I've been going there for the past couple years now for the holidays, and I've just been able to get more, immersed in French culture and traditions, specifically Christmas traditions. All of the different foods and wines and just desserts.
I mean, they have
it's
everything.
Amazing. I always prepare myself and I eat, less than I normally would the week before so that I can just eat everything I want to when I go there because I know it's worth it. And you just can't experience that here. So
you have to get ready to indulge for like a solid week when you're there.
Yeah, definitely.
So what are some of those like classic French Christmas, food and wine traditions?
Well, so everything there is so yummy, of course, but a couple of ones that come to mind is just French onion soup. You can buy that in like any tiny Christmas market outside, just warm yourself up.
You have it when you're outside at the Christmas markets?
Yeah, it's great. So we went, I'm thinking that was 2018 Christmas, and then so it was beginning of 2019. We were at this really cute Christmas market with like a little carousel for kid. It was a really like family fun kind of Christmas market, and I think it was near the opera. So, and we had just like a tiny little cup of French onion soup. It was delicious, warmed us right up. We were able to go and shop around for little cute gifts, like for Pierre-Luc's family. They're obviously big wine drinkers. You can get the best wine there. So I got like a little wine decanter for Pierre-Luc's dad. It was just so cute and so fun. And then last year we went to Annecy. Mm-hmm. And, that's more in the south.
I love Annecy.
It's gorgeous there.
The lake is amazing.
The lake, the view of the mountains, it's amazing. And we had fondue and raclette, which was, we didn't go skiing, but those foods you're typically supposed to eat after you go skiing. And so they're so delicious.
Yeah,
and of course,
really
so
rich.
Filling, really rich. But, if you're there, you have to try it. So that was
and how
so
far,
good.
How far is Annecy from Paris?
So we drove and it was about 5 hours. Driving, there was traffic.
Yep, 5 hours to the east, right?
Yeah, 5 hours to the southeast. And we were actually coming from Pierre-Luc's house in Lang, which is more in the south, more southern, pretty close to Annecy, so it was kind of on the way back, and it was just a great stop that we had made, and that was my first time going last year. So, I'm really looking forward to the next time we'll go there, whenever that may be.
And then, wait, I've heard of this. They have a traditional Christmas cake. What's that called?
Yeah, so that's called La Bûche de Noël, which is, I think in English, it's called Yule log. It's like a log-shaped cake, and usually the one we had like ice cream in the middle and cake. It was delicious, and it's usually, you can really only get it around the holidays. So every time I go to Paris, I didn't know there was more of a holiday thing, and I always ask Pierre-Luc to ask his mom to go get one, but he's like, oh no, we can't get those anytime but the holidays. So every year for Christmas, I'm like, let's make sure we have that.
So you have to get that.
So you have to get that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So what else do you do in Paris when you're there around Christmas time?
So, besides seeing a lot of Pierre-Luc's family and friends, which, we can't get enough of, and we always try to make sure that I go for at least a week so that I can see his family, his extended family, his really close friends who live in Paris. We love to, spend at least a day shopping. My favorite place to shop is the Les Marais. That area, it just has so many shops.
What types of shops? Like local brands or big brands?
Big, everything. Honestly, I feel like it's more definitely a lot of French brands that you can only get in France or in Europe. So I really take advantage of that because a lot of these brands you just can't buy here.
Awesome shopping.
And even online, it's hard. So and especially if you're buying more expensive items, you can get it tax-free.
Yeah.
When you
shopping
come
in
back.
Paris is the best.
Yeah.
And finding those cool, funky brands is just the way to go.
Exactly. And, it's like people will ask me here, like, oh, where'd you get that? I'm like, Paris. Because it's like, they might not necessarily know the brand, but it's just such a cool product. It's always, really good quality and really good price, I think.
Are there any other Parisian holiday desserts that you love to get when you're in Paris?
Yes. So one of them is called galette des rois.
And what does that mean?
That means king cake. So it's a traditional cake where you cut it into slices and then there's a toy in one of them, and whoever gets the toy gets to wear a crown that comes with the cake.
So much fun. Love that.
and they usually only have it during this holiday season, and it's really good for kids, because Pierre-Luc said every year when he was really younger, they would have this cake and you cut it into pieces, and then the kids actually, a tradition is to have them sit under the table and tell them which piece goes to which person, and then whoever ends up with the piece that has a toy in it gets like a crown that comes with the cake. And actually last year, maybe 2 years ago now, Pierre-Luc's nephews, who are really young, they both sat under the table and chose which piece goes to which person, and then Pierre-Luc was actually the one who ended up with the toy, so then he got to wear the crown, so he was really happy.
Oh, that's fun.
So it's a really fun Christmas tradition, yeah.
Amazing. All right, well, hopefully we can all go to Paris again soon.
Yeah, I'm dying to. Okay, so let's move to a different part of Europe. Let's talk about Prague, JQ.
Yeah, so Prague is another one of our favorite Christmas trips that we've taken. Just like Paris, they have some beautiful Christmas markets. And, while it's a little bit different because it's more Eastern Europe, Prague is known for lots of similar kind of cozy Christmas traditions like mulled wine and mulled cider, and the markets where you can get all these nice little gifts for people made by local artisans. We just had so much fun. We went a few years ago, and I would love to go again and explore even more of their markets.
That sounds so fun. Yeah. What was your favorite type of mulled wine did you have? I know I had that in Paris a ton too, but there was so many different types.
Yeah, well,
that you can have
so many different kinds. I mean, I like the ones that have a lot of spices in it, like
Me
a lot
too.
of cinnamon and nutmeg.
Really holiday, season feel.
Yeah, I loved that.
And it just really warms you up. I love mulled wine. That's one thing here, when you go to Christmas market. I mean, there's not a lot of places where they serve like alcohol in outdoor Christmas markets, especially in Boston, but that's one thing that I love in Europe. You can get like the coziest, slightly alcoholic drinks, but you're shopping, having a good time. It's so much fun. Where did you stay when you guys were in Prague?
So we stayed at a super cool hotel. We stayed at a Buddha Bar hotel.
Oh, cool.
So it was, Buddha Bar hotels are all over the world, but in Prague, it's something you wouldn't expect because you're in this ancient European city, but then you walk into the hotel and it's a super modern Asian-inspired hotel.
Oh, cool.
So all the rooms have really interesting Asian-style decor. Even, the food and the drinks they serve there are all Asian-inspired. So it's just something really different from your surroundings. But it was a super luxury experience. We had amazing service. We got some great spa treatments there. And we'll put the link below. You guys should definitely read our blog post all about it. I'm dying to go back. It was just so much fun.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. What was one of your favorite foods you tried there? It sounds like they have quite a variety. Even, being more of an ancient European city, I'm sure they have a lot of, internationalism in there.
Yeah, I mean, Prague is a really international city. Again, just like Paris, but, there's lots of kind of local classics that you have to try it when it's your first time going. We tried lots of the local dishes. I mean, lots of kind of meat and potatoes, different stews and soups, really cozy, belly warming food. So that's why it's great to visit in the wintertime, because you really get to experience how the locals really live and how they've, some of these dishes that they've been making for centuries. So it was a lot of fun.
Right.
But again, lots of warm, cozy dishes.
Yeah. Did you have any kind of notable desserts or drinks like, specific to that you tried?
Well, one thing, it's not really, so it's a drink, but it wasn't at a meal. So one crazy thing that we did, we went to this beer spa.
Oh, what time of day was it?
You go during the day.
Oh, okay.
So it's literally a spa where you get your private room and you go in this bathtub full of warm local Czech beer.
Oh, you went in a bath with it?
Yeah, you're in a bathtub filled with this warm beer that has some herbs and things in it. It's supposed to be very therapeutic. And it's funny because it sounds super strange, but when you're out walking in the cold all day, it was the coziest thing.
It felt so much better.
It felt so great, and honestly, it soothed your muscles, and we felt great afterwards.
That's awesome. Did it smell good? Because they put herbs in stuff?
Well, it smelled like hot beer. but it was super cozy and definitely
That's so cool.
Definitely recommend it.
Where else can you be in a bathtub full of beer?
Yeah.
Cool. I was just gonna say, what were some of the activities you did, but that's one of them. Well, great.
So I guess maybe we should talk about Boston.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I think, people forget. I mean, well, I guess one thing that I've really noticed this year during COVID is that, this was the year to really explore your own backyard.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially in the summer. So many trips that we, normally probably wouldn't have taken because they're too close to us. So we usually go fly here and there and everywhere during the summer. But now we have, we had a whole summer just to experience stuff, an hour away from us or less than an hour. So
yeah. And during Christmas time, Boston really comes alive. We have lots of great outdoor shopping. I mean, there's some little pop-up markets that you have to check out. I mean, one that we went to this past weekend was in the Seaport.
Yeah, so fun.
Yeah, Seaport has so many great holiday activations going on. I mean, you can even do curling. You did that,
Yeah, it
Joanna.
was so much fun. You learn from like a curling professional. They had it's obviously there was no ice, but it was just like practicing, and people go there and just have a curling match with some of their friends while they're, shopping and eating at these little places in the Seaport. So honestly, the Seaport has so many new pop-ups that are, I don't even know if that was going on last year on Christmas time, or
well,
if
they
it's
had
a new thing.
So I mean, they keep adding more each year. I mean, they've had, it's called the Current. It's these pop-up shops where they rotate out the vendors every few months, and they've had that for a few years. But some of these things like the curling is new, and they also have a Christmas tree market now.
Yeah, I know. Didn't Jared, our brother, go buy one from there?
Yeah, he bought one. His tree's gorgeous. I mean, it's just like so festive.
It's so easy when you live in Boston, you don't have a car, you want to just, get one to your apartment. It's great. And it's pretty safe too. Like because of the fact it's all outside, like it's really easy to social distance. When I did the curling lesson, everything was cleaned. It was really just a fun way to get out of the house during, this time.
And it's just a really festive way
fun.
to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Which is great. Yeah. The Seaport has done such a nice job. I mean, all the shopping supports a lot of local brands.
Yeah.
I mean, all of the pop-up shops are locally owned.
Right.
And there are some really cool ones. There's Ingenious, which is they're a famous jean store from the North End.
Oh, yeah. That looks so cool.
Got some amazing items there. There's a great cupcake shop and, a Bath and Body local brand called Organic Bath Co. is there.
Yeah. Now is honestly the best time to stock up on skincare and like self-care products, just because who knows what the winter's going to bring, and just, we'll probably be spending a little bit more time inside just because of the colder weather, and so stocking up on these products, I've just been keeping my eye out.
Yeah, and they're so great. I mean, all the scents are there, so everything's organic. But they have some really fun scents. Like there's this one where it's like zesty morning. It's nice and citrusy.
Yum.
That's my favorite hand sanitizer now. It actually, it's something special. It's not just hand sanitizer.
Right. What's some of your favorite places to eat in Boston, especially this time of year? I know, like, you're always going to different restaurants and always trying new things, and new restaurants popping up. But what about in Boston or Cambridge, Somerville?
Well, right now there's a really cool pop-up at Bow Market in Somerville.
Oh, yeah. I really want to try there. It looks so good.
Yeah, it's so good. They have these fire pits, so it's all outside.
Perfect for fall.
Yeah, it's all outside, super cozy. You can eat from any of the from any of the restaurants at Bow Market, but they're also doing a really cool partnership with this brand called Basque Seltzer, which is a new hard seltzer brand that just launched in Boston. So they have a really cool pairing menu. Highly recommend it. But then if you come back to Boston, there's actually some new restaurants that opened.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I can't keep up. There's been so many new ones opening. Actually, to go back to Somerville, so one place I love that we went a couple of times in the summer, and then for my birthday recently, was Season to Taste.
Oh,
I just love Season to Taste, and especially you know, it's called Season to Taste, so every season they're changing the menu, and it's so seasonal and so good. I need to go back again because
I know. I loved their patio this summer.
Their patio was amazing. I believe they still have it. I mean, they'll probably still have it until the weather just gets too freezing, even with heat lamps. But it's so cute and so safe. You get like a little cabana style patio just to yourself and, you know, a couple other guests.
Super private. I loved it.
It's super private, really safe. It would like the service there is just amazing. I really want to go back again. It's one of my favorite places in the area. And you know, I live in Cambridge, so for me, it's like just pop on the red line. It's in Davis. It's right there.
Yeah, so many cool spots. And then one more I wanted to mention is right here in downtown Boston called Offsuit. So it's actually a new speakeasy.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so, I think I saw that when you posted.
Yeah, so it's super cozy. It's by the same owners as Troquette on South. So it's right there in the leather district. It's a kind of hidden. You actually enter through a back door in their alley.
Oh, that's so cool.
So it's, you know, really has an exclusive vibe, but you go in there, everybody is very safe. They're socially distanced, but it's cozy at the same time, which
is hard to do these days, I feel like, because, you know, people, you want to get kind of all close together, cozied up, maybe by a fire or something, but it's you know, you want to be able to stay 6 feet apart from other guests. So
yeah, so they've done an awesome job. Definitely will be going there a lot this winter. But yeah, I mean, I think, you know, lots of great trips, you know, skiing in Stowe, visiting Paris, heading to the Christmas markets in Prague, and then exploring what we have right here. I mean, you know, right now we're all just digging into armchair travel right now since we can't actually go abroad. So this was super fun talking about all the places, you know, that we're dreaming about, but then also, you know, we're getting excited about all the things right here.
Exactly. All right, that's all the time we have today on Travel Babies. Join us next time for tips and tricks on how to stay safe while traveling during these crazy times. We'll see you next time. Thanks, JQ.
Thanks, Juliana.